So apparently, I just recorded a whole video and didn't record it. And that's me. Oh my God. I cracked myself up, oh my Lord. I didn't see the zeros and I was like, Trudy, you dork, you had such a wonderful video. You didn't even record. Okay, we're recording now. I'm going to share with you a dream that I had, and it's all connected to an experience, okay? So I'm going to lead you the way it came to me, and I hope it makes sense. So yesterday, the day before, I was packing my lunch, and I thought I didn't have enough turkey because I always have an apple, meat, and cheese. So I opened the new package of ham and added one piece of ham to my meal. So yesterday was going just fine, and then I go to lunch and I eat my lunch, and immediately I have this horrible stomach ache. I'm like, what on earth? Oh, it hurts so bad. And I was trying to get through, and I was like, okay, I'm going home. This is, this is not good. I don't know what I done or what. The apple was good. I don't know. It never even crossed my mind it could have been that piece of ham. Nope, never crossed my mind. I just was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. So I make it through the day, and I'm within 7 minutes of leaving. So I turn off my light, and my coworker comes over, and I go, okay, let that customer come. That's perfect. That will end me perfect. Okay. And then I'm leaving. Okay. I did tell a coworker, but that's not a team lead. Okay. I'm not defending myself. That is not a team lead. So, when I got done, she goes, you're just leaving? I said, yes, I'm grown. You come to work. And I said, and I come early, and I clock in early, and I leave 5 minutes early so that I don't have extra time, okay? So I left. And immediately when I get to the back, I get a text from my team lead saying, you just left? Okay. Mind you, my pain is better because I drank a Sprite. Sprite helps me burp, okay? But it's still bad. And I came to her and told her that I just was disrespectful. Let's just say I was not respectful at all. I just was disrespectful. And then I left and went home. And at 6:30, I just couldn't stand it anymore. I had to go to bed. All right. And I had just a night full. Yeah, that's 12 hours. I had a night full of dreams and all kinds of stuff. Jesus was getting me into a space where he could talk to me. Oh, and by the way, when I came home, I looked at the ham. It went out in January. Really? Okay, there are some disadvantages to being by yourself and not having someone just consume the food on time. Anyways, so at the very end or the beginning of the morning or whatever, Jesus said, just go to the bathroom, come back, I'm going to put the blanket on you, and then we need to talk. And when he talks about the blanket, it's something that comes to the people who do spiritual warfare, who have been through the fire. They get the blanket of fire, and it removes all matter from you after all the spiritual warfare. It's a beautiful gift. It's not comfortable, but it is after it's all done. So anyways, I had a dream. He had given me a dream. And in this dream, I was with my husband, my only husband. Jesus appears as someone you know so that you don't freak out. Okay. So I was sleeping with Lee, and apparently we had a business. We lived above the business. And he was sleeping, so I left to go down into the store. And it was like a retail store, like JCPenney's or something like that. And I was in my pajamas. I guess I didn't care because I'm the store owner. Who cares? So I had forgotten, I guess, that it was a huge event. And I was like, ooh, I got to get out of here. So the crowd was already lined up. And instead of just asking a customer to let me buy, I just ran roughshod right over her. And I didn't even say sorry or nothing. And I just went out the door. And immediately when I went out the door, I was clothed in shame. I was like, that's not how you act, Trudy. You know better than that. And I was like, well, wow, okay, I want to go back in the store, but I want to avoid her. So I went around the back and I came in and I was like, oh, wow, there's all parts of the store that we own And I didn't even know about it. So I was like, well, I'd like to have some shoes, and I would like to have a purse, and I think I'd like to have a blouse or something. And I just started shopping, and pretty soon this one customer comes up, and I'm in the middle of shopping, and they come in and just start doing their shopping. And I was like, and it was like in a corner. I was like, how rude. So when they got done, I bent down and got another pair of shoes and looked at them like, and then I went on and I kept on shopping or whatever else. And so when after that's the end of the dream. At the end of the dream, I come out, and after the blanket, then he says, so Trudy, we need to talk. And I was like, oh no. He said, how you treated that lady in the dream is how you treated your team lead. Oh no, I did. Why did you do that? And I'm like, well, because I was in pain. But in the dream, I just felt like I was the owner and I didn't owe her anything. Yeah. I'm like, oh no. And he said, and then immediately when you went out the door, what happened? Shame had the right to clothe me, because that is not appropriate behavior for someone who's mature in Jesus. No, it isn't. And then I went around the back and I started doing something that a lot of people do, which is I want to feel better, so I'm going to make myself feel better with things. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. So then he brought me to an experience that I had had earlier with a customer where this mom of 2 kids, and it was around noon, right after I'd gotten off lunch. She was the first customer, and my stomach was like hurting so bad. This little 2-year-old girl and her sister were sitting in the basket, and there was like stuff all around. So this mom's in a hurry to get them home, and I smelled this god-awful smell, and I thought it was the old man that was behind me, because sometimes that happens. But this little girl was being mean to her sister. She was pushing her away, and her mom's like, I have had it. Do you want me to pop your leg? And I was like, don't pop her leg. Oh, that's sad. Anyways, so my team lead had to take over and take her to another register because her card didn't work. Sometimes that happens and we take them to another register. But as it turns out, the little girl had pooped. She didn't want her sister to be in her privacy while that was happening. And we know this because she told her when she was being rerun, she told the customer, I pooped. I'm like, oh. She was uncomfortable. She wanted privacy. She was hungry. I mean, all sorts of things. And they can't regulate their stuff, okay? Well, so here I am. I fast forward and I'm like, oh. So the pain caused me to be dysregulated. Yep. And that's what pain does. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want you all to know that there are so many people in pain right now. I mean, they're in heart pain. They're sad because they feel Jesus has disappointed them again and again, and it's never going to end. But then you're like, but he's still coming back for us. He's not going to leave us here. Okay, I just want you to stop a minute. Just hold up. Jesus said we can't enter the kingdom unless we be like little children. If you have a child that's being raised in a bunch of violence, they want to get out. That's their heart. They just want to get out. But then, having worked for a foster care system, the children wanted to go back. They just wanted the pain to stop. They just wanted to be loved. They wanted to be seen. Okay, that's the heart of the matter. In the midst of all of this pain, in the midst of all this disappointment, all we want to know, really, is, Daddy God, do you see us? Do you hear me? I'm going to be okay as long as I know that you're standing next to me, that you're with me, that you're not against me, that you're not ashamed of me, that you love me. You know, during this whole process, especially when the blanket was on me, Jesus kept saying, Trudy, just be still and be open. Be still and be open, which means calm your thoughts and open yourself up. I cannot tell you how many people really believe that if they were to be still and they were to open up, this boatload of crap would just come flying out at Jesus. So they're like, no, I got to keep it to myself. Okay, check this out. God is omnipresent. He's omniscient. He already knows about what's in there. And he's already saying to you, I'm not ashamed of you. I didn't make any junk. I'm not afraid of anything that's on the inside of you. You can be still and open up. And I'm going to show you something that I put deep down inside your heart. And when I reveal it to you, you're going to see the beauty that is within you. That is worth the journey. And I pray that this video helps you to go, Jesus, take me to the root where all of the fruit is coming from. I need to know that somebody cares about my pain, that somebody wants to take care of me in spite of my pain. I know that I'm not pleasant to be around when I'm in pain, and I would like for the pain to go away. And if we could work on that, I'm open to that. Would you please help me? Because I don't want to hurt other people with pain. I want to be able to process it with you and get ahead of it, atop of it, so that I can act better and be better at loving people in their process. It is my hope and my prayer that all of us will be excellent lovers upon this earth, because this earth belongs to us. Daddy God gave it to us, and he expects us to love better. But we can't love better until we're loved. And that requires us to be still and be open. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.